Check it out, Pine. There's the plane.
Hurry, we gotta get out of here. God, it's so late. Faster.
If we don't make it out alive, I just wanted you guys to know that I love you. We love you. Oh, Cooper.
Cooper, we're late. We need a police escort to get to you right now. Yeah, the plane was horrible. We freaking about crashed.
Right over here.
Go, 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 go.
Lieutenant Chris Cooper, you're LT?
That's right.
Very good. I'm your police escort. Steve Henry show speeds of about 100 miles an hour. I'll get you there in 15 minutes. I understand the plane was late, the mechanical problems. Urgency is that I'll be in this car here. We'll do 100 miles an hour if we have to, but we'll get you there in 15 minutes.
All right,
sir.
let's go.
Very good. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Are you okay with speeds of about 100 miles an hour as we escort you?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, super. Coming back, follow me. I'm in the, obviously the squad car. We'll get you there in about 15 minutes stat. Let's go. Come on, you got 15 minutes. 15 minutes to showtime. 15 minutes live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Steve Henry show. You got to realize something. That is a car I bought at the auction, right? Okay, it's not really a cop car, and I'm really not a cop. So whenever we take this car out at 100 miles an hour, yeah, it's a risky endeavor. I won't tell you what happened at the airport, but to film that scene, we left a little discharge somewhere, just to let you know, okay? It's one of those things. It's risque. I want to introduce myself. I am Steve Henry, and it is a wonderful Happy Father's Day weekend coming to you. We've got a surprise for you today. This is going to be really cool. As you know, this show is all about wow. We wow you. We actually start with the preparation of something I hope you haven't seen before, and then we turn it and flip it into a presentation that I hope you've never seen before either. Because when you take this to someone's house or even your own house, you're going to get the wow effect. And so that's what this is all about. It's about a cookbook that's coming just before Christmas. We'll have all of these recipes in it, and everything is done in a skillet. Today, you're wondering, how are we going to do a pineapple tree in a skillet? Well, we got to poach some prawns, and so we are going to use a skillet. It's all about a skillet. We used to say 5 minutes or less. It depends on the person. So we're going to basically just say minutes in a skillet from anywhere. And next week, when we do our July 4th special, we're going to take this on the road. It's going to be like a portable Weber, and you'll see just what you can do with this skillet. It's better than anything else in the world. I'm telling you, what we do in this skillet for the cookbook is going to be incredible. Cookbook's going to be pretty inexpensive, 50 recipes in there. But again, everything is going to be wow. I want to introduce myself, as I did, Steve Henry. This is my trusty dog, JP, or JB as he's known. This is John the Baptist. He really takes a huge interest in my shows, as you can see. A huge interest. Thank you, buddy. But anyways, he's along riding shotgun today. Today, we are going to do a pineapple prawn cocktail tree. That's right, a pineapple prawn cocktail tree. This is, and I'm going to do this step by step for you as we do this. We're going to do the ingredients. We don't need much. We need basically the cocktail sauce, which we're going to make from scratch. We are going to actually poach the prawns, and we're going to decorate. Basically, again, preparation for the presentation. Now, I'm going to explain this here. This is a small version of what I normally do. I usually go up about 5 feet on these pineapples. But what you do is you can disassemble these and put them into a box and assemble it when you get to the place in which you're going to actually display. But let me explain this, okay? So we've got 4 pineapples here. We've got a spigot. You see that spigot? That will dispense cocktail sauce into our little shrimp cocktail cups. Now, as you know, here at the Steve Henry Show, we do not do anything that's not edible. So if we're going to prepare something, you're going to be able to eat it if you had to. These lemon cups, instead of a little plastic cup, obviously meets that purpose. So we're going to start off with cocktail sauce. We're going to poach some prawns, and then we're going to decorate, but not without further ado, giving stuff away. You know, this is the channel of give, G-I-V-E, give. We've got some questions, and I've got a $100 bill here. We're going to like to give 6 of these out today, 6. So is everybody ready? 6 $100 bills I want to get rid of today. And I'm going to basically ask you a question. These are basically what they call U12 prawns. U12. Now, a U12 prawn is under 12. What that means is under 12 per pound. Per pound. That's a large shrimp, okay? Can somebody tell me under 12? See how beautiful that is? Under 12. If we had a 21-25 size shrimp, what would that mean? 21-25 size shrimp for $100. What is a 21-25 shrimp? What is that? That is how many per pound, right? First person to give me that answer, 21 to 25. Come on, somebody put 21 to 25 up there, has $100. How easy is that? 21 to 25, who is that? Somebody can put 21 to 25 up there and win $100 just like that. I'm waiting for a winner, and then we're going to go on to our ingredients and make everything step by step here. All right, here we go. We're going to start off with the cocktail sauce. We are going to put the ketchup. This is just a good quality ketchup. We're going to call that Heinz ketchup into the bowl, into the mixing bowl. Now, don't worry about the ingredients portion on these, because the cookbook will actually have everything that you need in, as far as exact measurements and exact ounces and so on. The ketchup, okay? And then we're going to put just a dash of ginger. You've got to put a little ginger. Now, this cocktail sauce, I want to remind you, when you put the cocktail sauce in with the prawn and the poached water that we're going to use, seasoned water, this prawn is going to be the most tastiest prawn you ever had in your life because of how we prepare it and the sauce in which we dip it into. Ketchup, ginger, some fresh squeezed lemon, okay? We're going to put probably the equivalent of 1 lemon in this bowl here. And then what really gives it the zing, zang, zoom is going to be the horseradish sauce. This is kind of a spicy horseradish sauce, but we're going to mix the horseradish sauce in with the ketchup, in with the lemon, in with the ginger, bada bing, bada boom, and then we'll mix this up. And then I'll tell you what, from here, we will have the cocktail sauce, and that will be all together. I'm just going to stir this together, and we're going to put this together. See how that color is coming together. That's horseradish, again, lemon, just a zest of ginger, and that amazing ketchup, a good quality ketchup. All right, that's it. Now, I guarantee you, when you dip this, this is going to be incredible. We're going to start by putting a little bit into our pineapple up here. Yes, that's right. That is going to be a dipping device, but again, not to be outdone by the actual, oh, look at that. See there? Oh, my God. They're going to come by, and they could actually dip their prawn, when this is all finished, into that container right there. Not to be further outdone, we're going to top our little shrimp cocktails. And again, these are the base shrimp. You can just see how that's going to go down right there. We'll do about 3 of those so you get the idea of how that's going to work. And boom. So you see the sauce there. Okay. So you have your cocktail sauce, and that's going to be in 2 places. I have it in a 3rd place. Look at that spigot. That's right. You can get a spigot at Home Depot or whatever, and fill that center pineapple with the cocktail sauce and literally dispense your cocktail sauce into your shrimp. That's going to be done a little bit later. We'll show you how that's done. Is that not cool? That is absolutely cool. You want to keep that nice and clean and wiped. And again, you'll do this when you arrive at your guest house. Next up is going to be the actual prawns. Now, we're going to take our, did somebody put 21, 25 on the board? Anybody? No? Wow. What makes our cocktail sauce zesty? How about that? For another $100, what makes our cocktail sauce zesty? Yes, we have a winner.
Kyle. His YouTube name is Sapper489, but we know him as better as Kyle.
Kyle, did he put the 2125 on there?
2125.
Congratulations. I'm looking for another winner. We just made cocktail sauce. What makes that cocktail sauce Zesty. Zesty. We just did it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have the prawns, and we are going to cook the prawns. Again, we poach these, and this is going to be our skillet. This is what we're using our skillet for. But we have a water combination here. This water is not just any water. It's a seasoned water with lemon, lime, some herbs, pickling spice, and Chardonnay. Chardonnay, very important that we add Chardonnay to that, along with some purified water. Now, when the prawns are poached in this concoction of water, you can only imagine the flavor. Can you imagine just doing it in plain water? Who in their right mind would do it with just plain water? Well, I've seen it done many times. A lot of the chefs that I've worked with in the years past have done poached prawns in just plain water, which to me just does not make any sense at all. When these prawns are poached in this water, you will have a prawn. You may not even want to dip it in the cocktail sauce. It's so good. I mean, literally so good. You can also poach your salmon in water such as this. We do that quite often too. Any type of seafood, I highly recommend doing a water rendition. And again, that sat marinated for about 8 hours. Pickling spice, Chardonnay, some purified water, and some citrus with a little bit of herb. Now, that's going to heat up. We're going to let that come to a boil. I want to remind you, too, if you are from recovering addict and you have been clean for a bit, there's no minimum time on that, actually. We are going to give away a very special gift today. It's going to be towards the end of the show. But as you saw, LT did a massive plane ride here to get here on time from Utah. That's a true story. That actually happened last night. He did throw in a little theatrics here and there, but I mean, that was a true story. He took a minute drive from the airport to the studio. Now, if you go and Google it, it's going to say about 15 minutes. We're going to give away $250 for the person from RA exclusively at the end of the show who guessed the exact minutes it took LT to get from the airport in the limo, police escort by yours truly, Chris Cooper, and get here in an ample time to do the show all the way from Utah. So $100 for the next one. Let's give $100 away.
What makes cocktail sauce zesty?
Yes, who answered that?
Sapper 489 with horseradish.
Can he win twice?
Twice in a row.
Come on, people. Don't let Sapper. Put Sapper to bed. All right, he's done for the day. Sapper's done. That's true. It is the horseradish. It is the horseradish. Okay, we're giving a Jeep away too, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We give a Jeep away about every 10 weeks. We have picked out the perfect Jeep. This is a black 2014 Jeep Patriot. This thing is gorgeous. It's got the right tranny, the 2.4 liter automatic, 4-cylinder. It's a gorgeous Jeep. We aired it, last week. We put it on air. If you saw any videos, I need the color of that Jeep. The color of the Jeep that we're going to give away on July 31st. July 31st is going to be right here live in the studio. We're going to give away that Jeep, and we will deliver it to the door of the person who wins that. The last one was Brad Kendall in Dallas. I almost had to go all the way to where he lived in, I believe it was Mississippi, but we ended up ending up going to Dallas. But we will deliver that Jeep to your front door. It's called Road Trip, and we've got several of those road trips on the videos there. So as I'm dispensing, you can get the camera here, as I'm dispensing these large U12 prawns into this poaching water. Now, this is very delicate, extremely delicate, and the timing of this has to be very precise. If you overcook these, they'll taste like a Super Ball. A rubber Super Ball. If you undercook them, they're just not going to be any good. So you've got about a minute tops to cook these prawns perfectly. And once they come out, it is so delicate, we have to immerse them or submerge them immediately in ice water. So I have an ice water bowl right here, ready to go. That's going to be for the prawns when they come out of the swimming pool here, or shall we say hot tub. So we're putting our little prawnies in the hot tub. These are our U12s. I don't know. We got about 30 of them here. And you'll see what we do with these at the final ending when the pineapple tree gets decorated. That is the objective there. So I'm looking for the color of the Jeep. You got to go back last week's video. If you're watching videos week after week here at the live show, at 4 o'clock live Mountain Time, you will have the answer. I'm looking for the answer to the color of the Jeep that we are going to be giving away on July 31st. That's the next $100 bill giveaway. I'm waiting. These ponds are just starting to get a little warm. You'll see the orange color come to be. And as you might want to camera this, as you see these prawns open up here in the warm water. Nice. There you go. Now get a good shot of that. There you go. See how they are just opening up, turning that nice, beautiful orange. You want to keep rotating these in the water. Again, this is a very delicate procedure. It's almost like surgery because you do not want to overcook these in any way, shape, or form. So they are standing by. You can get that aroma. Oh my God, that's just to die for. This is that prawn. And again, you could put salmon in here. You can put clams. You could put any type of fish in a poaching device. As long as there's a sauce to go with it. If you're going to poach something, you're going to want to sauce it. Although, like I said, I mentioned earlier in the show, it's quite possible you don't even need to do that because of the flavor of this water. So again, just make sure we get a good shot of this because it's about ready to come out. These are about ready to come out of the tub here. They are about 70% of the way cooked right now. You can see the way they open up and just beautiful. See that butterfly? That's called butterfly procedure there. That is just a gorgeous shrimp. That's almost done. These are real close. We're about 15 seconds away. So we don't have a color on the Jeep, okay?
No, we do have a color.
Oh, we do. We have a color. Do we have a winning color?
Black is the winner.
Black is the winner. And who's the winner?
Confess Excess.
You know what? I'm so glad. I haven't seen her in a while. It's so great to see you back here, my dear. I think I reached out to you today, and I'm so glad you responded. Okay, out come the shrimp. Now, the people that are winning, I'm going to need your contact information so we can send that money out first thing Monday. And so you can, if you're not comfortable leaving it in the comment section, your email or your contact info, you can do the new Steve Henry Show, at gmail.com. And I will make sure that I get that and mailed out to you if you're not comfortable putting your address in the comment section, which I understand some people may not. So if you're a winner, repeat, if you're a winner, you want to make sure you put your contact information in the comment section or email me at the new Steve Henry Show. That's the new Steve Henry Show at gmail.com. All right, we have all of the shrimp out. Now you can see, bring the camera over here if you would. I just want to show the camera. Are you seeing this? This is going to be, we're submerging that shrimp in ice water because the delicacy of that shrimp has to be stopped immediately. We're done cooking. So the process of cooking is finished, and we end that process by putting these shrimp in ice water. And as we do that, the shrimp actually form another type of color, become a little bit cleaner, and the flavor. I wish you could taste these shrimp, ladies and gentlemen, right now. It is to die for. These shrimp, you could literally, as I said, you could literally eat these without any sauce whatsoever. Very seldom can anything be poached and not used as a condiment for a sauce. Last $100 bill before we go to decoration. I asked for a wine, and I put a wine in this beautiful water. I recommend really only one type of wine. And that wine is, can somebody name that wine for $100 bill? $100 bill. JB, wake up. You're making me look bad. For $100 bill, what type of wine do we use in that seasoned water? And we are looking here. Oh, we got a winner there. It looks like, oh man, Roxanne. Oh my God, yeesh. Everybody got it right. Oh my God, there's somebody, Miss Peters, way up there. No? Did Miss Peters get it?
Yeah, Peters, yeah.
Miss Peters. Or is it a Mr. Peters? Is that Miss?
I'm going to say Mrs.
Miss Peters. Okay, super. Well, there you have it. We have another winner. We have nothing but winners. Now, I've got another device that I like to give away. I have a warehouse full of these propane stoves. Now, that's what makes this possible. Again, this is all about a cookbook, right? It's about a cookbook coming out just about in Christmas time. We are going to do everything in a skillet. We're going to do it in just a very few minutes, and we're going to do it from anywhere. The trunk of a car, the hood of a car, anywhere, as we'll demonstrate next week where we're going to go. We're going to go outside the studio and actually do a July 4th hamburger like you've never had before. It's going to taste like it came off the grill, but it actually came out of a skillet. And where we cook it from will blow your mind. That's next week. You don't want to miss that. So as we take these prawns, we're going to go ahead and just take these out of the water, and we're going to get to decorating. But I want to give away a skillet set. That skillet set includes the actual burner. It includes the striker. It includes the skillet. And if I'm not mistaken, if you could zoom in there, is that a Ben Franklin? Am I imagining that, or is that a Ben Franklin up there? You see right up there? That's a Ben Franklin. It also includes a Ben Franklin for you to purchase the food. So how easy do we make it for you? My God, we make it very easy. All right, so we are coming about the halfway of the show here, and that means we are going to start the decoration process. Let's spread these out. Don't those look magnificent? These are perfectly cooked, poached, if you will, if you want the proper terminology, prawns that have been poached in our seasoned water. Now, to finish this off and to make this the wow effect, we're going to go to the presentation stage of this. But again, I just want to reiterate what we've done here. You don't want to transport this device as it is right now. Obviously, the first corner that Uncle Jack turns, that thing's going to flip sideways all over the back seat, and somebody's going to be pretty upset. So you want to assemble this when you get to the destination of your party or your function. It just so happens to be Father's Day tomorrow. I'm bringing one of these over to my father-in-law's, and we're going to have shrimp cocktail. I brought one of these to a barbecue once last year. You could bring it anywhere. You don't have to have it for a special occasion, but the backyard, we literally set this up. And as I was setting it up, people were like, what is this? And once it was all done, they were just blown away. And folks, that's what we go for. So as we turn here, we're just going to pierce these picks that I've already previously placed into the pineapple. And as we do this, watch this thing go timber. See, that's the thing you got to be careful. I did happen that once. Didn't happen to me, but it happened to a student of mine in a cooking class where the tree actually collapsed. It was very embarrassing. But as you can see, the picks have been preformed in there, and you are just going to assemble these shrimp onto the pick. And as you do that, there's a couple things I want to call to your attention. The good news is when the guest comes up and says, after he's or she is done, dispensing the sauce and saying, "Whoa, I can't believe this. This is something I've never seen before." You can restock this very easily. You keep your shrimp cold nearby in an ice box, or wherever you happen to be keeping your stuff cold, and you can literally restock this very simply by just putting the shrimp back on the pick as they go. They will annihilate this. The first round usually goes, within about 2 minutes after after the cell phones come out and the pictures are done. Literally, you think I'm kidding? I've seen it, and it's tremendous what people imagine when they see this completely done. You see how pretty that is? As we go here, we could put more picks in. I just kind of, sporadically just put some picks in here and there for the shrimp, but I'll just, and then if you want, you can also put your shrimp on here. These are kind of big, but you can put a shrimp cocktail or a prawn on top of your shrimp cocktail, and they can walk around with that as well. I believe I'm out of pick space here. Just trying to get as many as I can on there because, gosh, is that just beautiful or what? That is absolutely, I believe, stunning. I'm going to back away. I want you to take a look at this from an angle without my thick body in there. But isn't that gorgeous? That is a pineapple poached prawn cocktail tree. Now, again, as you can see, you can do the prawn cocktail and hand carry that out. You can actually have some of these cups laying around where they can literally take the prawn off the tree, dip it in the sauce, and carry it around however they want to. They can also dispense that sauce. I won't do this here for primary purposes. I forgot to put the sauce in there. That's rule number one as I was assembling it. But the sauce would be embedded in pineapple number 2. The spigot will release and dispense the sauce, and you could add your prawn to that, and again carry that around as you're talking with your guests. But isn't that amazing? That is a beautiful presentation. And these retail for about $225. You can literally make this for less than $50. And again, you can restock that shrimp. As they pull the shrimp off, it becomes kind of bare and it looks a little odd, but you can restock that and in a moment, put somebody in charge of that. Again, let's recap that. We make our cocktail sauce. We poach our prawns. We use the seasonings to do that. And that's all going to be in the cookbook that we're going to release most likely right around Thanksgiving time, in time for Christmas, as the best Christmas gift. It's just going to be incredible. So before we finish, I still got some money to give away here and some questions. We got the Jeep, we got that one. I want to know for $100 bill. We're going to go back to Mr. Lieutenant Chris Cooper. Now, Chris Cooper is our resident police officer. As I mentioned, I bought that car at the auction I paid $7,000 for that car, so I got to get my money's worth out of it. We put some lights on it, and every time we take that out, I want you to know the risk factor. When we put that Albuquerque police sticker on the side door, and I'm driving down the road at 80, it's a little risky. So I say a prayer, to God. And again, we want to remind you that this is all God's work through us. Has nothing to do with the Steve Henry Show, Steve Henry, or anybody else, or any of the shrimp. This is God flowing a gift. I think we all have gifts. He gave me this gift when I was at 14 years old. I started doing some fascinating culinary stuff. I mean, I just raise this bar every week. I come up with this stuff, but it's not me. It's him who flows through me. We all have gifts. This is a primary example of using a gift that God gives you to the best of your ability for the kingdom. And when you do that, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, your life will change. It will change big. All right, $100. Here we go. I want to know, what police department city limits does Chris Cooper play a role in? What city is that police department that Lieutenant Cooper works and resides in? It's on the car. If you've watched any of the videos, you're going to know what city Chris Cooper resides in. And we have a 3-part Chris Cooper series. It was a mystery murder series. And if you get a chance, watch it. It was actually very good. It was filmed back in February of this year during the COVID debacle. And we had a lot of fun doing that. So again, what city limits does Chris Cooper, Lieutenant Chris Cooper, play a role in at the Steve Henry Show? Let's get that answered. And do we have an answer? Dana came out with Albuquerque, and she spelled it right. That's a double bonus right there. Have you ever tried to spell Albuquerque? It's tough. It's a very tough thing to spell. Danny. Was that Danny? Was that yours?
Danny.
We have a winner. And where's Danny from?
She is in Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. And we sold her a van. Did she ever get her title?
No, that was her daughter.
That was her daughter. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, congratulations, Danny. You are a winner. It is correct. Albuquerque, New Mexico. All right. Without further ado, I am going to bring my good friend up here. This is LT. LT is, he's a lot of things. He is obviously the CEO of an organization called Recovering Addict. And in lieu of Father's Day, he made it out here. He didn't have to come out here. This was a major move for him. He brought his son, who's our backup camera guy. Yeah. Say hi. This is Happy Father's Day. Tori, we've got you and your son, if you're here too. Happy Father's Day. I mean, this is all about the dads, right? Yeah. This guy, amazing. What he produced. But he's got a giveaway. Yes, this group of his, these are people that God bless them, are making a new stride in life. And for every one of you that are in this organization, God bless you. You're doing the right thing. You are finding a new path in life. The old one didn't work out. That was mine too. The Steve Henry path, not so good. God's path, a lot better. So if he's involved, that's just great. So we have a giveaway exclusively for the Recovering Addict organization and the people in it. I'm going to recap here. We had a little incident on a plane ride here. Almost didn't make it. Had to dispatch our good friend, Lieutenant Chris Cooper, to escort Mr. LT and his son here to get here on time. True story. And so how many minutes? Again, if you Google it, it's about 15. But don't forget, Lieutenant Chris Cooper and that squad car of ours. You saw us going on the freeway. I did hit speeds of 100 miles an hour. So you're going to have to back it up a little bit to get the actual answer. But $250 is on the ride here. We have it written down here. If anybody guesses it from Recovery Addict, that is awesome. I want to give away a skillet set too. So one more time on the skillet set. Let's go. I want to know. I just want to know something. I want to know. Give me something here. I want to know. And this is on the unproved. My dog's name. If you could name my dog, I will put a skillet set in the mail Monday in a box with $100 bill, a skillet, a striker, the burner set itself. Remember, it's a biblical name, and he's still asleep. You got to love this dog. He loves this. He really does love this show. Its initials. If you can get it right, I will send that skillet set out to you. Without further ado, we are going to hand this over to our good friend LT. I'm just going to kind of back out of the way, and he's going to put $250 in somebody's pocket.
All right. Well, I can't see the comments from over here, but I know you all are watching. I know you guys are tuning in, and I'm grateful for every one of you. You know how we roll every day at 1 o'clock. We got our Zoom meetings, and we just love each other, right? We recover better together is our motto. So think about it. If you Googled it, maybe it was 15, 20 minutes from the airport, and we're looking from airport to studio, right, to the car lot. You could have Googled Albuquerque Airport, Exodus Auto, and maybe 15, 20 minutes, right? But now you got to add into the equation no red lights, 120 miles an hour. What was your guess? What do you think it was? And I can't see the comments from here, so I'll have to turn it back over to Steve as I flip through what these comments are.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. You've got the minutes down. Hey, Tori, come by, say hi. I don't know if you want to say hi. We have another father-son combination here. Tori is a backup cameraman for our show when LT isn't here. So we want to just say happy Father's Day. And this is a cute little story, too. This young man, this is going to bring a tear to somebody's eyes. This young man and his father have not seen each other in over 10 years until yesterday. They've had a 10-year break for whatever reason. Families, as you know, you peel the rooftop away from somebody's house and you look in there, there's family issues. Well, everyone's got them. 10 years they have been apart up until yesterday. They just met for the first time in 10 years yesterday. Father and son, pretty cool story. He's here for the summer, spending 2 months. But I just want to introduce Tori. He is the camera guy. When you see the food in our shows, moving around, that's Tori's camera on Saturdays, and his son AJ from Virginia. Just want to say thanks, guys, and happy Father's Day to you too. What a story.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
Yeah, kind of neat. What are you going to do in your you got any plans? 2 months. Dad, does he not look like his dad or what? That's a chip off the old block, isn't it? There's nothing to know about that. Well, so there's your camera. You get that little red light syndrome there. That's okay. No problem. I pinch you on the booty, but that's okay. I don't want you to move. All right, so we're looking for a winner. It's actually, I'm going to cut this off because we are getting close to a deadline on these minutes. It is 11 minutes and 50 seconds. We'll call it 12 minutes. It's not that far off. 12 minutes. If anybody said 11 and a half minutes, 12 minutes, I'm going to give that money away. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. 11 and a half to 12 minutes. The first person to put that on the board. Roxanne. All right. $250. She's been in the group for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah. A good recipient. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next week, you don't want to miss it. I am literally going to take a hamburger, the best one that you'll ever taste in your life. I'm going to marinate it in a smoke. I'm going to make it look just like, we have another one?
Peter's.
Peter's.
The name of the dog.
Oh, JB, as in John the Baptist? Right on, man. We were just literally giving this stuff away. I mean, this is just incredible. You guys have done great today. I love giving it away. God has blessed me wholeheartedly with this company, and this is how I give it back through my heart to you. If I can help somebody, buy some groceries or put some gas in their tank. Have you seen the price of gas lately? Yeah. Anyways, whatever we can do to help. And that's what we do here. We're giving that black Jeep away on July 31st. Don't forget that. That's going to be live here in the studio. I'll have some pictures of that. I also threw a bonus in there. My company van's going in that pile too. So I'm going to give 2 vehicles away. If your name's been in that spinner for a little while, don't fret. You're still in there. I promise you. Yeah. I need you to subscribe. I need you to hit that bell. And I need you to like the page. That's all we ask, okay? It's not very much, and you are a participant. We love you here at 4 o'clock every Saturday. We're going to just keep raising this bar and this food show. But again, as I mentioned, we're taking this on the road next week. We're going to do a cookout with a hamburger that will be the best hamburger you ever tasted, but it didn't come off a grill. It came out of a skillet. Until then, God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Without you, there is no show. We realize that. We want to thank LT and everybody else that showed up here today. Happy Father's Day to all you dads. There's nothing like a great dad. And if you're a great dad, God bless you. See you next week here at the Steve Henry Show. Don't be late.